Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say, yeah,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day. Yes, good day. Yeah, g'day. Yeah, g'day. Yeah, yeah, good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah,
good day.
G'day. Hey, yeah, g'day. Yeah, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah, g'day. It's 2019, it's May, and ScoMo lives to shit another day.
He does. This room is cold, like my feelings towards everything that's happened this weekend. Fuck everything.
The thing about ScoMo shitting his pants in a McDonald's, which still definitely happened, is it's very metaphorical for how he is shitting on the country.
Yes.
And the country is his pants and the Macca's floor and the mop and the bucket.
Yeah. And he seems to be doing it purposely
And regularly.
Yeah.
I, myself, as we talked about, decided to go down the Greens path.
Yep.
The Greens candidate in Q is Julian Burnside, who is the most Dick Smith-looking man aside from Dick Smith himself.
Yes.
And I'd argue a bit more than Dick Smith himself. He was going up against Friedenberg, who we know is a lapdog of ScoMo.
Yes.
No dice. Julian did not make it through.
Yes, even though he is a human rights lawyer.
Why would a human rights lawyer have a place in politics?
Yeah.
What could they possibly offer me?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. Keep this other dickhead in.
Good news is Bob Catter is still in.
Thank God, because he keeps it entertaining at least.
I think, is Pauline in or is she out?
I don't even know. Tony Abbott's out, so that's the one blessing.
The best news of the election is Tony Abbott being gone. I grew up around that sorry man, and now he's gone.
Poor
Fraser
excuse
Anning's
for a
gone
human.
too. A horribly racist man is
Good.
gone.
Fuck him off. Excuse my French. I don't know if you guys speak French.
Do you speak French?
It actually means fuck him off. Yeah.
In Australian, it means get fucked. It's actually been a horrible week if you look at it. Because, number one, the election went to the Liberals, which, again, was unexpected but was expected. And as Tim has used that meme for today, it was fucking one of you. Someone did it.
Somebody voted for them. Nobody's
Don't
admitting
look at
it.
me.
Nobody's admitting
Everyone's
it.
saying
But
it wasn't them.
fucking somebody did it.
The second thing that happened that's actually far worse than that is Bob Hawke passed away.
Yeah, that's sad.
Which sucks, because Bob Hawke, I knew him as the beer-sculling Prime Minister. Didn't realise that he got Medicare in.
He did a lot of good shit for the country, and now he's beyond the veil.
And then he said bad stuff. Tony Abbott said bad stuff about Bob Hawke, and look at what happened to him.
Yeah.
The third thing that's happened is a spoiler for any of you that are planning on watching Eurovision at 8:30 tonight on SBS. And if you're doing that, don't listen here. Kate Miller-Heidke did not win. That's the worst news of the week.
Is it?
She was in primo spot because I don't know if you watched, because we talked about her obvioally back then, but the performance,
I haven't watched Eurovision.
The semi-final performance, at least, they usually do the exact same one for the grand final. They had her in like a, I guess, more of a CGI-ish world where it was like she was on top of the world. Mm-hmm. She had two people on bendy poles.
Two.
She herself was on a bendy pole.
They sprang for two, and then
and she was on a bendy pole. So it was all bendy pole all the time. Still good. I keep waking up with that song stuck in my head. It's bloody catchy.
Yeah.
But she was in the top. I think they said that she was like in the top 8 or something with the judges' votes, or the top something like that. But then the audience votes came in, and she just like plummeted to the bottom.
More interesting news, little plug here. My cousin, I don't know if I've even told you this.
Probably not.
Artist name Donatachi? I don't know how he pronounces it. Donatachi. I think that's how he pronounces it. We'll post on the Facebook later. Was selected to do an official remix of the Eurovision song.
Oh, really?
So I will find that and post it for everyone to listen to.
You didn't tell me that. You told me he was signed by Sony, wasn't he?
No. I can't remember the label.
But he was signed by a label.
Yes.
He told me that.
He's working with them, and
look at that.
he was selected to do a remix.
Does that mean he gets to hang out with Kate Miller?
I'll put that up for everyone to listen to.
Do we have to do
I don't know if
interview
he
with him?
met her. I think he just did the job.
I don't want to talk to your cousin on the podcast. That's not happening.
Why?
Because, you know why.
I don't know why.
No, but you know.
No, explain in front of all of these people.
No, actually, I don't know. He sounds like a really cool guy. He gets to remix that song. Man, if he can okay. Tim's cousin, which I'm assuming you definitely listen to this show. 2 things I need you to do. Number 1, build up with a lot of, sick club beat, and then I need a bass drop. I don't know if you can do that in a remix. Not many people do that.
No, it's quite uncommon in a remix.
But if you could do that, especially when she sings the Bring Me Down part, if you could bass drop on that, a little bit of dubstep, let's go.
I'll open a portal to the past and ask him retrospectively to put that in for you.
Oh, he's already done it.
Yeah. It's released.
Oh.
That's why I said I'll post it in the group.
Oh.
Anyway, what is this, a bloody just random news podcast?
Pretty much. There's a lot happened in the last week. We had to talk about all of it. Tim, I finished up Madagascar, the musical adventure Junior this week.
Speaking of Australia,
and that was a smash hit. Box office records. In that was a number of animals.
Okay.
In our production, no reptiles.
No reptiles.
But in this episode, we're talking about the Frilled-Neck lizard.
Representation?
In Madagascar, no. Okay. Was there? No, there wasn't. Lots of furry things in Madagascar.
Ugh, no thanks.
Like in Madagascar, the musical and IRL. Unless you count a hippo as a reptile, which I would. The way their skin feels.
I do not count that as a reptile.
I think Attenborough's
because
with me.
Scientifically, they are not a reptile.
Remember the next David Attenborough documentary? The world's largest reptile, the hippo.
Which is not a reptile.
Anyway,
if you miss that in there, we're doing frilled-neck lizards.
Is it frill-neck or frill-necked? With an ED?
Frilled-necked.
Frilled-necked lizard.
Frilled-necked.
Oh.
Not frill-necked, not frilled neck. Frilled-necked. Lizard.
It's all past tense. They used to have frilled necks, and now they don't.
Frilled-necked.
Tell me about this illustrious creature.
Also known commonly as, and I'm going to say these, and I will straight up say they are not commonly known as these things.
If it's not the frill-neck lizard, it's not.
Never heard any of these. Frilled agama, frilled dragon.
That's fun.
Or frilled lizard.
Well,
we just know them as frill-necked lizard or frilled-neck lizard.
You see,
frilled-necked lizard, not so much.
The frilled lizard does not tell me where the frill is. Is it on its arms? Is it on its legs? Is it on its
just
tail?
A frilly lizard, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So let's
tell me about this slippery little sucker.
Learn about them. I don't know if people have seen pictures of these bad boys, but they are wild.
You know, in Jurassic Park, when there's the animal that frills out a neck and spits acid at
Newman
guy
from Seinfeld.
Ed Newman. That guy. I feel like I shouldn't have said that. I apologize.
Yeah, he spits at Newman from Seinfeld.
Yeah. When Newman at Seinfeld comes in and Jerry's like, what's with all the dinosaurs? And aeroplane food. That's what a frill-necked lizard is, but bigger.
Yes. So frilled-necked lizard is one of the names, obviously. We've covered the others. It looks... It's part of the Agamid family, which are the
Agam thing.
Dragon families. So water dragons.
Right. How to train your dragon.
Water dragons are quite common in Australia. If you go down by a river, you'll see them quite
If you go to Taronga Zoo, you'll see them everywhere.
It's just a type of
lizard.
Dragon. It's capable of bipedal motion. If you've ever seen these guys, I've never seen... Actually, I have seen videos of frilled-neck lizards.
Yeah, they run.
They run on their back legs.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Absolutely fucking terrifying. I've seen water dragons do it across water as well, short stretches of water.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
It's amazing. We used to do that at high school a lot. We used to run through the playground as frilled-neck lizards because they're fun guys.
So
great run.
Grow up to about 85 centimeters. It's 2.79 feet in length. Coloration, usually brown. Or maybe grey with spots and blotches of darker colours.
Yes.
So, very pretty.
Yeah.
Not really.
Lovely. Blends in with the morbid Australian scenery.
Yeah. Usually found in drier clay-filled environments. I guess it's for hiding. The coloration,
yes.
I mean. Not the clay.
Not the clay.
Maybe they hide.
Well, they would hide in the clay.
Maybe, yeah. But of course, the most distinct feature of the lizard is the large ruff of skin, which lies folded usually behind its neck. And then when it gets pissed off, I believe, it frills out.
Oh, it does.
Or when it's being threatened or anything. It frills out. We'll post videos because I don't know how to describe it other than
it's an umbrella.
It frills out.
It's an umbrella lizard.
Yeah.
Why is that not one of its colloquial names?
Umbrella lizard?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pointing it now.
So it's mostly found in northern regions of Australia and also in southern New Guinea, which is fun. Sometimes found in the lower desert regions of Australia as well. It has been known. Usually in a movie, it will be found on a road or in the desert area.
Yes.
For some reason. Even though it seems that that's actually rarer for it to be around that area. Primarily inhabits humid climates, tropical savanna woodlands, which is fun. It's an arboreal lizard, which means it spends the majority of its time in trees. Ventures to the floor only to search for food or to engage in territorial conflicts.
Well, the brown would make sense then. If it's in a tree.
If it's in a tree, absolutely. It mostly eats small arthropods, which are definitely a thing that I know what they are. Do you?
I do.
And vertebrates. I do know what that is. Usually smaller lizards. So it likes that. It also likes cicadas, beetles, termites. These are examples of arthropods.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But you jumped in before I could say it.
Yeah.
Cicadas.
Insects seem to be their primary source of food. It's
a classic reptile.
They have binge periods during the wet season when they ingest hundreds of thousands of ants or termites, and then they might go through the dry season and not have as much food.
They might not eat at all.
Yeah. So what's that frilled neck for?
Rain.
Other than telling people to get away from me, you dirty drongo. Get out of my face. It's largely to moderate its body temperature, I believe.
Oh.
It helps to warm it up.
More surface area.
Yeah. We learn about surface
much like
area.
the solar satellites on things.
Yeah, something of that nature. So it uses it to bask. I think I've heard that they will sit on rocks and with their frill out.
Get your frill out.
Charge up like an old person with a caravan with their solar power out.
Or anyone with solar power, not just old people with caravans.
No, specifically old people.
Like Elon Musk powering the Tesla factory.
Yeah.
He sits out there holding
which is fun.
The solar panel.
They are sexually dimorphic. That means you can tell the difference between the two.
Oh, I was going to say, I've got some sexually dimorphic friends.
Yeah. Male's generally bigger than the female.
That's odd.
Is it?
Most animal...
Actually, a lot of animals have a bigger female, don't they?
Although I feel like that might actually be more in the insect world. Anyway, that's good to know.
So if you see a big one...
It might be a boy or a really
It might be a
big
boy
girl.
or a girl. You kind of have to have a second one there to be able to compare.
But then you need to know if the second one is... Because it depends on their age. It could, boys at one age
What I'm saying to you is
than,
you're not going to be able to tell.
Unless you're a scientist.
They are sexually dimorphic, but you are not going to be able to tell.
Just ask them.
Just don't piss it off. Breed in the early wet season from September to October, which is, as we heard previously, because I said it.
Yes. Did you?
When they binge eat.
Oh, right.
There's a lot of food around that time.
Am I a Frilled-Neck lizard? Because it's getting to winter and I'm starting to binge.
Oh, yeah. I love me a good winter binge. Adult males fight for mates, displaying their frills and biting each other.
That's romantic.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get with this? Check this out.
Imagine if we did that.
Oh, but we do. Nature's just a metaphor. Life imitates animals.
We are a metaphor for nature. So they have 1 to 2 clutches of 6 to 25 eggs.
That is a vast range.
Yeah, laid from early to mid-wet season from November to February. The nest is about 5 to 20 centimetres below ground. So they dig down.
Dig a bit.
Maybe that's what the clay's for. Gives a good sturdy nest. So apparently gender of the babies is partly determined by temperature.
Oh, yeah, that's a common reptile thing.
Is it?
Yeah, is it amphibians in there as well? Reptiles, it's definitely something I've heard about before, that depending on the temperature, it will define the sex. I think I've heard about with crocodiles.
I didn't know that.
I'm just smarter than you.
Yeah, apparently. Extreme temperatures produce exclusively females. Intermediate temperatures, so around 29 to 35 degrees Celsius, produce about equal numbers of males and females. So the hotter it is, the more females.
More males. I thought you said more males.
More females.
Oh, more females.
Yeah. And the eggs are soft-shelled.
Weird.
Yeah.
Soft-shelled weird me out.
It is weird. It is very weird.
Because they're leathery as well, aren't they, in texture?
Their only predators are eagles, owls, larger lizards, snakes, dingoes, and quolls. Our good friends, the quoll.
The quolls coming in.
Yep. Going to have a go at the frilled-neck lizard.
They would. Frilled-necked.
That's kind of all of the frilled-necked lizard. That's all the science, but they're pretty prevalent in Australian culture in some ways.
They are, Tim, and I'm glad you've mentioned that.
They're on the 2-cent coin, which we
still use. Oh, yeah.
Well, you can take it to a bank and get it exchanged.
The 2-cent coin is sick because it's got a frill-neck lizard on it. Like, why didn't we keep that? We moved on to the 20-cent with a bloody platypus. We got a 10-cent in the lyrebird, and then after that, it's no more animals.
Yeah.
Well, there's kangaroos on the $1. Is it $1? Yeah, with the mob of kangaroos. I think so.
Yeah.
I don't carry cash. What was on the 1 cent coin? Was that the little possum?
No, it's an echidna.
On the 1 cent, isn't that the 5 cent?
Oh yeah, that's the 5 cent.
Is the 1 cent a? Welcome to Coincast.
Yeah.
We talk about coins.
What the fuck is on the 1 cent?
Why didn't we win an Ozpod award for our Coincast?
What is on the 1 cent?
I don't know. Look it up. You got the phone, man. Oh. I'll talk about other coins. You've got your 50 cent. It is some. Is it what kind of? That's not a hexagon. It's a. Is it a hexagon?
It's a gon of some description.
It's
I don't know.
Gon.
Oh, it is a possum, and the possum appears to be reading a book.
Is it possum magic related?
Maybe.
Anyway, but it was on the 2 cent coin, which was good. But otherwise, the two...
Yeah, it's a possum. Sorry, I just saw a specific one where the possum was reading a book. It's just a normal possum.
Oh, right, it's a normal possum. But the other ones that we were talking about just then, one that we looked up, we said, surely it's in Blinky Bill. It is. In the old one, it was called... Shit, what did I tell you it was called? Ruff, I think.
Ruff, yeah.
Ruff was in the old one, and
the ruff of its neck.
And in the new one, it's called Jacko, and it's voiced by Akmal, which is great, except that the new one is hard to look at because it's that ugly cartoon style.
Yeah.
But the most important one, which I literally think about on a daily basis, and is a very obscure reference, especially I feel like... Well, actually, I don't know if Americans watch this because it's probably an American-made film, or maybe it was Australian-made. Andrew Vote Yes Pierce will tell us, or Simon Blackman will tell us. But Napoleon, the movie about the little golden retriever or Labrador, whatever he is, who goes on a trek around Australia. They're all voiced by Australian actors and that, and the mouths don't move in time, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Napoleon hangs out mainly with a pink galah.
Great.
But there is a scene, which is just amazing. We just watched it then, where there's a frilled-necked lizard.
Frilled-necked.
That's hard lizard. To say. Lying in the middle of the road, right on the strip.
Yep.
And a truck goes by and they think it's dead. Napoleon's like, oh, we got to help him, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he walks over the frilled-necked lizard. And it's like, no, everything's fine. Like, he's like, oh my God, it's dead. And there's like, oh, it's dead. And he's like, I'll just nudge it. And he gets close to it. And the frilled-necked lizard just goes, go away.
Frills out its neck. Frills out. How's it going?
And then, according to the YouTube video, they wrote down, stay away from my stripe, or this is my stripe, or this is my street. I don't know what I heard. But then he says something about get the fuck away from my place.
Yeah.
He screams, go away again. He then tries to bite Napoleon twice, which, as we said, that movie definitely was made before animal rights on films were considered, and I think they really did make that frilled-neck lizard attack that poor dog.
Let the dog try and touch the lizard, and the lizard got pissed off.
The film guys were just walking around the Australian outback, and they were like, there's a frilled-neck lizard. Let's just put that in the film somehow. Can we get it to attack the dog? But I think about that scene a lot. Whenever I hear go away, or whenever I think go away, I always go to that lizard's voice.
A screaming lizard, yeah, sure.
Is that everything on the frilled-necked lizard, Tim?
That's the whole hog.
The whole kit and caboodle.
That's an entire hog, yeah.
The entire lizard. Tim, what's that sound?
Well, I don't know. What is it?
It's cars going by. But it's also the Harold Holt watch. Tim. We got a Harold Holt watch in hot off the press.
Oh.
Some would say it's quite timely.
Is it hot to touch?
It is. My phone is on fire. It's a Samsung, but it's not. It's a OnePlus. Don't be
Mine is.
Dear Tim and Leon.
Yep.
My name is Eric, and I think I spotted something of interest on Saturday night.
Okay, here we go.
I was at an election party down at Circular Quay, and as the results were finalised, we realised the Libs were in again.
Oh, yeah.
At midnight, a ship's horn blasted, and we all looked across to see a medium-sized boat cruising through the water.
Right.
A grey-haired man stood at the stern, waving his arms. He shouted, "See you later. It's my party that is in, but even I know it was a bad choice. You've really fucked it this time. Bon voyage." He really pronounced it bon voyage.
Okay.
As the boat pulled away, I saw that it was called the SSHH.
Oh.
I believe we saw Harold Holt fleeing the country last night. I don't blame him. Thanks for the show, guys. Keep up the prime ScoMo content. Thanks, Eric.
Fantastic. Thanks, Eric. The SSHH, that's shh. So he's telling you to be quiet, but here you are writing to us.
That's definitely what SS stands for.
Yeah, shh.
All the boats are saying shh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harold was a liberal. Some would say I found that out just then.
Yeah. Interesting.
But even he knows that this has gone too far.
Oh, yep. Yeah. No, there's... yeah, okay. Well, no, good on you, Harold.
On you, Harold.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming out.
But I'd flee the country too, so I wonder where he's going to be next time. Maybe overseas.
I guess he'll have to be, won't he?
If anyone listening sees him overseas.
if anyone could remind anyone later on that he did leave last time, that would be great.
Tim's actually you've got 2 20-cent coins on your desk and a 10-cent over there. 50 cents.
50 cents. I could buy nothing with that.
Oh, you could buy a 50-cent something. You could buy a 50-cent stamp. Did you in school do the task where you put the coin under the paper and then run your pencil over it and it makes the imprint? Yeah. Why the fuck did we do that?
As well.
What was the point of that task?
Just to show you could do it.
Very satisfying task, though.
You could do that.
Yeah. If anyone's got a coin, whether you're in Australia or America, it doesn't matter where you are, or New Zealand or
we had
England,
special things as well. You know how when you make cookies, you have shapes that you use to cut?
Cookie cutters,
yeah.
That was what they're called.
We had a similar thing. They were made of the plastic like that, but it was all filled in and you put it under there, the piece of paper, and you drew over the top of it, and it drew a similar thing to the way the coins work.
I know what you're talking about. And I'm pretty sure they were just cookie cutters that you put under the paper.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
No, I come from a poor household. Couldn't afford cookies.
No.
Could afford the cutters.
Could afford the cutters, which is weird. They're probably more expensive. No, that's great. But yes, you can do that task wherever you are. That's kind of it. Make sure you're following us on social media. Try to stay positive. In this dark, oh so dark time.
Yeah. A quick positive story, and I haven't mentioned this yet, which I apologise for. Ali Shantz sent us a package. It actually came a week and a half ago. I'm so sorry that we haven't got... It's just been...
We just don't care.
It's mostly that I don't give a shit. No, I really do care. It's really, really lovely that she sent it. It's just been kind of a shit fight recently. She sent me a G-stick.
She did send you a G-stick.
I spoke about my T-stick and got laughed at openly on the podcast.
And continue to be laughed at.
But Ali, for my birthday, a late birthday present, constructed a G-stick. It did arrive. I'll post pictures of it. She also sent us along some delicious cookies.
I don't even know if I've seen your G-stick.
I'll show you my G-stick. Don't worry about that.
Whilst Elisa's out. Yes, but the cookies as well.
It's really cool. I'll post pictures of it, and the cookies were delicious. I particularly liked the coconut caramel fudge ones. If anyone named Ali is listening and wants to just send boxes of those over.
I was more into the mint ones. So if you could just send the exact same package minus the G-stick, that is absolutely idiotic.
Thank you so much, Miss Ali Shantz.
No, Ali, the G-stick isn't idiotic. Tim is.
No. You brightened my day.
Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to send us any American cookies...
Our address is...
our address is 1-800-ScoMo.
He shut himself.
Are we going to become slightly political in terms of making comments about ScoMo shitting himself?
We'll talk about this today, but we got to avoid it. Unless he shits himself again, in which case it's fucking fair game.
I don't understand how you expect me to go through any podcast without mentioning it at least once. I need to remind you.
We can talk about it.
Just need to be reminded.
He did shit himself in a McDonald's bathroom.
He did. We don't talk about it enough.
Seemingly on purpose.
Definitely on purpose. Yeah. But yes, so that's follow us on social media, send us gifts because otherwise we will be sad. And thanks to Teylor Smirl for our wonderful cover art.
And Curtis Fernance, Fern Tree Music. Now, there's a man that should have been voted into office.
I'd vote for him twice.
Because I can tell you 100%, I believe this with all my heart, Curtis Fernance has never shat himself in a McDonald's bathroom.
Again, I'm not solid on it. It wasn't a bathroom. It was in the middle of the service area, from what I can tell. He was standing at the bloody self-serve kiosk and he shit himself. Why can't I order nuggets? Okay. Made his own nuggets. It's time to go.
Anyway, Curtis is a good guy. That's what I'm trying to get at.
He's a good guy. But so as always, g'day Tim.
Yeah, g'day Leon.
Yeah, g'day everyone.
Yeah, g'day everyone. Catches on the flippity flop.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.